Hi everyone, this is a raid video on Ruel the Huntman. He is a fantastic spirit nuker, which is quite rare, and he's been out and there's not a lot of top end arena videos. So I've built him with 400 ACC, 4000 attack, and decent speed and decent crit rate. Why is that important? Because his real nuke ability relies on as many enemies having hex as possible. Now the current arena meta is about 600-700 resist against Warlord and Kai'Ma, and therefore he really needs 400 ACC with ACC up to get to around 600-650 even with some masteries, and therefore he can really hit hard. And he's especially relevant against the reaction meta, right? So because he takes 2 turns or 1.5 turns, as you will see, to fully nuke, a lot of the reaction happens on turn 1, which really doesn't matter, right? So Ruel can work really well against slow reaction teams. We will see Ruel working, and he's especially relevant against the current Spirit Force defensive meta. So here we have masteries of T6 Helm Smasher, that's the only one that's really important, and support masteries for ACC. You can go also with Eagle Eye if you're lacking ACC. The gear requirement for Ruel is quite high. Like I used 3 of my character's best gear to gear him, right? Savage, speed with high ACC and reasonably decent attack, like 4000 minimum. Okay, so we go against slow teams. What we see here is that we sleep, we do Brogni, which is attack up, gives some protection as well and block debuffs. And then we do A3. After A3, he gets massive turn meter. Look, his turn meter is already full, right? Kai'Ma just boosts him a little further, but you could have used Arbiter or someone else. And now we do A2. Look at that. So block buffs, he hits up to 240k double tap, right? So 120k, 120k, nothing survives. Like if you have block buffs, no SP proc, nothing survives. The failure points in arena are if you go against a super speedy team, all the teams somehow recovers and cleanses and puts block debuffs up, then Ruel is in trouble. I mean, you can put a Madame in there to be safe, right? Madame is much safer than Gerp or Ugo because Madame can strip any block debuffs. But here, for example, they had block debuffs up from probably one of the defensive tree masteries, right? And therefore the offense is a lot slower. But you get the point. Ruel is extremely effective, and he also has like this small chance or medium chance of decreased defense on A1, which is kind of nice. I mean, the A1 doesn't hit very hard. Okay, just go through. Go for like reasonably slow teams that you know your Kai'Ma can control. So this is another one where their Warlord is lead, right? And they might. I mean, 249 doesn't scream really high resist Warlord. But I probably won't risk it because if it has a higher resist than my Kai'Ma can manage, then I will be in trouble. So here's another example. Kai'Ma sleep, very safe. Attack up, right? And then you don't get any turn meter boosters. So with Brogni, you can just make him around 250 speed, very safe. So my Brogni is really high resist, immunity, and he has a decent shield, decent HP pool as well. So you can use this setup to kind of farm the very slow reaction, really high HP teams. Because no matter how high their HP is, they're not going to be over 240k HP, right? So, and you can do 240k AoE, right, without defense down. And that's what's so amazing, right? So, just boost turn meter, the reset doesn't really affect anything, and look at this. So around 100k there, right? So because this build has slightly less attack, but nonetheless more than enough for 100k for most defensive champions. And even if they survive, you can finish them off. So let's try a few more challenging ones as we move up plat. So here's one that could be a bit dangerous because they have a Warlord. We will see how high the resist for the Warlord is. I hope it's not too high so I can sleep it. That's really brilliant. So attack card, then block buffs. I mean, they're slept, right? And as soon as they wake, automatically, they are in turn 2. And their reactions won't work. And Rule and either Gerb or Madame don't hit them, right, with their A3. They don't wake them. They only place debuffs. That's what's so fantastic about this sleep. Then Gerb or Madame, and then Rule. None of their abilities hit the enemy. And then it basically sets Rule up for a massive A2 on turn 2 or turn 1.5, because Rule has that massive turn meter increase. Here's a bit more dangerous, because we're going up against Rotos, so he'll weak hit against Rotos, and there's also a Sile, so weak hit again. Okay, so somehow that Duchess woke up. I don't know why sleep broke there, to be honest. That happens. I don't know why. Some other people have. If someone knows, they can leave a comment or DM me in Discord. But let's just try that again with Madame, just to be safe. You see, I guess it's a resist for the sleep or something. And then, okay, we just strip. Oh, somehow missed it on Rotos. I don't really understand. Could be just really bad luck. I mean, my Madame has like 750 ACC. I doubt that Rotos has more than 750 resist. So this will take longer because I'm against Magic champions. So try not to go negative affinity no matter how strong you are. The miss is just so painful. So now that we're on cooldown, this will take longer. But we will win. That's what's important. If this was reset, this will be very annoying. But it's a demonstration of Rule, right? You get an idea of what he's like. I mean, if his A2 came around more often, or I was able to reset the ability using Kaimar, that would work. Like one way is, I won't try this, but I could save Kaimar's reset, skip a turn, like reset on turn 3 rather than turn 2. That would be kind of interesting, because then Rule can nuke twice. But the danger is that I don't get enough turn meter on Rule. Something to test yourself, I guess. As you improve Rule's gear to be like 230, 240 speed, you can definitely afford Kaimar, I think, to skip a turn. So that's fine. Hex Warp. Oh, Kaimar's dead. Okay, so this is what. See, Kaimar being dead is fine, right? Rule still gets to take a turn. So Kaimar's turn meter boost and ability reset is completely unnecessary. I mean, it benefits Brogni or Madame in a very small way because, well, most of their buffs are still up, but it definitely doesn't benefit Rule that much. I mean, Brogni with ACC buff is just amazing as well on the A2. Okay, let's do a few more challenging battles. Keep refreshing. Okay, so here's yeah, might want to avoid that. Yeah, here we go. Force Spirit, right? You want to target Force and Spirit tank champions, right? Oh, high resist. Okay, no problems. We brought Madame, thank goodness. Okay, we're immune to that. So let's strip. Let's hex. Okay, and then Brogni shield helps. That's probably not necessary. I could have saved that. And then here we go again. And then A2, A2, A2. Bam. Right. And then A3. And then any random ability. That's fine. That's it. Rule.